Okay, let me add myself to the stage. So I believe you can see me now. Awesome, 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 awesome. So in preparation for the class, somebody said my chat GPT was not looking like its own chat GPT. So the chat GPT I'm going to be using today is going to look like your own chat GPT, right? The chat GPT I'm going to use today is going to be like it's going to look like your own chat GPT because I have a free chat GPT I use, and I also have a paid chat GPT I also use. So I'm going to use a free chat GPT for you guys today so that you see my chat GPT will look like your own. And another thing is that when you are using one chat GPT, if it's not giving you what you want, create another chat GPT account. There's nothing stopping you from having two, three, four, five chat GPT accounts. Me, I have up to four chat GPT accounts because chat GPT sometimes they act crazy and the network is bad. So let's say I'm doing a presentation now and one chat GPT is not working, well, I just switch to another one. So always have more ChatGPT account. And also you can have access to buy ChatGPT account. There are some groups, that you can join. You can buy ChatGPT account. You can even buy for 1 year. You don't need to pay 28,000. You can even buy for 1 year. So if you'll be doing a lot with ChatGPT and you need ChatGPT account, you can always talk to me. I can tell you how to get ChatGPT account. All right, so let's go straight into today's class. So in today's class, we're also going to be looking at um, the BMW, assignment I gave to you guys. I believe that it's only one person that I saw that did that assignment. Okay, Nofayaba have sent. Okay, Nofayaba have sent. Let me see what she did. Let me see your work. Wow. Yes, Nofayaba, you did a great job. You did a great job. Just that you didn't add the plot, the charts. So, and another thing I would have wanted you to do is I wanted you to show which brand of BMW is bought by Africans most. Which brand of BMW is bought by Africans most? So that if BMW want to come to Africa, they will know that this particular brand of BMW is bought by Africa most, and they will create more of that brand. Okay, that's actually a good job, but your report was too short, but you tried. Who again? Okay, Austin. Let me see Austin's report. Hmm. Good job. The 7 Series and I Series dominate, emphasizing a shift towards luxury and electrified vehicle. Awesome job. Awesome job from Austin. Top 10 BMW models. Yeah. You see that? You see these top 10 models, and the 7 Series models is the number one model here. I think from here. Then the i8 series. Top good work. Fuel type and powertrain, hybrid and electric vehicles outperform petrol and diesel, showing BMW transition towards sustainable. Oh, this is a good job. Highlighted segments represent model plus region plus fuel type. Yeah, yeah, this is a good report. Pricing trend. Pricing trend. So you see, 2016, the pricing trend was better then. Probably they bought more, cut their pricing, and it dropped in 2024. It dropped in 2024. Invest in any market, Africa, South Africa, Google. Expand hybrid and EV product lines. Preserve premium pricing and brand fuel. Operationalize the predictive model for rolling 6 months forecast. Measure via ROMC and bias metric. Prepare for full automatic EV. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Mr. Austin. And you actually added your name to the report. Yes, that's a good report. You added your name, you gave the BMW Global Sales Insight Report 2020-24. You gave a good title, you gave a good name, your executive summary, regional models insight, and you explain and you put your charts. Perfect report, man. Perfect report, Austin. Thank you so much. Perfect report. Let's see. Okay, no. Who again did the assignment? Only 2 people did the assignment. Only 2 people did the assignment. Awesome. So the assignment was an amazing assignment. Thank you guys. You guys that did the assignment, you did well. So let me add everybody to the screen. So we now have how many people now? One, two, three, four. We now have 5 participants. Yes, Austin, you did so like you did excellently well. Like you did excellently well. Like when you say excellently well, you did it. So all you need to do is to work hard more, get some other samples, and that's what I'm going to show you in today's class, right? So guys, let's dive into today's class. So today's class, I'm going to show you before we move into remote work, I'm going to show you how you can get data set for your work, right? How you can get data set for your work. So let's say you need a data set for, right? So I'm going to show you how to get data set for your work. So let's say you need a data set for anything, right? Or you want to show employers, people want to employ you that you have actually done some data analysis work. Because all of this report that you are doing, you need to keep them, they act like a portfolio for you, right? All of this work you are doing, you can even use them as HTML, you can keep them somewhere, you can use them as PDF, you can keep them somewhere. So now you want to show employers that you have done some job, right? So you need a lot of data set to perform some work. So let me show you how to now get data sets, right? So I'm going to ChatGPT. So always greet ChatGPT, hello. So I'll greet my ChatGPT, and you can see today I'll be using normal ChatGPT like you, right? I'll be using normal ChatGPT like you. So I've created my ChatGPT. So then also I'll tell my ChatGPT, I need you to act as a data analyst. Now I don't want my ChatGPT to give me a lot of answer. I just ask, is this something you can do? answer yes or no. I don't want it to give me a long answer. So I'm going to paste that. Yeah, no, sorry, but I've reviewed your own. Oh. Your own was the first one I reviewed, and I said you did well. Just that your report was short and you did not add patch, you did not add charts. So you did well. And your own was the first I reviewed. You tried. Just that you did not add charts. So your own was not too elaborate. You see what Austin did? It was elaborate. He explained. He added his name. He added his title. He added his charts. He added the explanation. But you just added only your explanation, which was quite good for me too. But you're supposed to add your charts, your correlations, and your bar chart and all the rest. So let's just go ahead with prompt one. Prompt one. So this is prompt one, right? This is prompt one. I need you to act as a data analyst. Is this something you can do? Answer yes or no. So give that to your ChatGPT now and see. So I've given that to my ChatGPT and I'll press enter. So I expect him to tell me yes or no. You see that? Can you see that? So I'm teaching you how to prompt because ChatGPT is like garbage in, garbage out. So you have to control what ChatGPT gives to you. If you don't control what it gives to you, ChatGPT can just give you rubbish. Can give you a lot of information that you don't even need. Can give you a lot of information that you don't need. So you need to control what you want ChatGPT to do for you. So please go ahead and enter the prompt one. Everybody go ahead. Go ahead and use the prompt one. Go ahead. Go ahead and use the first prompt. Right? So another very good place that you can have data set is a website that we call cargo.com, right? This is a website where you can get open source, where you can get open source where you can get open source data sets for anything. Yes, Cargo is a website where you can get open source data set for everything. So what we are going to do now is that we are not going to crack our brain. We are going to ask ChatGPT to do all of that for us. So I'm going to prompt two now. Okay, I need you to give me a direct cargo link to download a data set for Facebook ads analysis, right? So you can do anything. You can ask for anything, any kind of data set. So, you see that if you like, I can find 3 to 5 different Facebook ad data sets with varying complexity, features, region focus, and we can pick the one best. So I'll say yes. So it's going to search the web. It's going to search the web. So I put the prompt two. That's my prompt two for there, right? I put the prompt two for you. So look at what ChatGPT is doing for me now. You see that Facebook ad campaign, simple ad campaign data set with metrics such as commercial cost, etc. Then this is the link to download. Facebook ad data set, Facebook ads by Prema. This is the link to download. Political advertisement from Facebook, A/B testing analytics from Facebook, social media data set. You see that if you tell me your specific focus, which on time, and after that I can filter and find the best one. So I don't really need him to, find a complex one for me. I can just go with any one that they have given me. So I'll just go with this first one. So it's going to take me to Cargo. So once it takes you to Cargo, you're going to see the download link. You're going to see the download link here. So if you click on the download link, you will see data sets here, like zip. You see zip. So you just click on it. If you are not registered on Cargo, it will tell you to register or sign in. So I'll just sign in with Google Mail. Just click on my Google Mail. Then I'll click on continue. So complete registration. It's asking me my name. I'll just tell him to, then I will agree. So you see that I will agree and I'll come back to download again and I will download my data set. Also, you can see that my data set is downloaded. It's an archive file. So I'll just copy it, cut it, and let me move it to my folder. So this is my folder. I put this in my folder, then I'll double click on it and I will extract the file. Extract without confirmation. So it has given me the data set. So this is data set. Can you see data.csv? Data.csv. All right, so go ahead and download the data set. Go ahead and download the data set from Kaggle now, everybody. So class assignment now. Go ahead and download a data set of your choice on Kaggle. So everybody go ahead and download a data set of your choice from Kaggle. Do that now. So I give you 3 minutes to do that, everybody. So once you succeed in downloading a data set and you get the file on your system, just send me a message, let me know. Please mute yourself. Mute yourself, everybody. So Austin, thank you. Austin has downloaded his data set. So we need another person to download. Download your data set, everybody. Download your data set. If you follow this tutorial very well, you see everything I'm teaching you here is very simple. Very, very, very simple. Very simple. And after this training, you can also train people on this to just confirm that you have this skill. You can train people on this. It's a very simple but very powerful knowledge. It's a very simple but very powerful knowledge. And you can decide to improve on the knowledge, whatever you have learned from this tutorial, you can decide to improve on it. And you can decide to just take data analysis as your primary hustle. So what you need to do, you just build your career around it. Data analysis is a very powerful course. Like it's a very powerful tool, right? So now we have downloaded our data set. So let's move ahead now. Yes, and upload our data set. Right? So let's upload our data set now to our ChatGPT now. So I will now say analyze and only clean the data sets. Wait for my instruction to perform EDA. Right? So analyze and only clean the data set. Then wait for my instruction. So I told you yesterday, somebody asked a very brilliant question yesterday. They say, why must we clean data sets? I told you the first step in data analysis is to clean your data set. So You see that analyze and only clean the data set. Then wait for my instruction to perform EDA. EDA means exploratory data analysis. So once you clean your data set, the next thing you want to do with your data set is to exploit the data set, right? And to check, cleaning components successful. Here is a summary of the clean Facebook ads data set. See how we didn't have any missing value, duplicates removed, final data set shape. We have 1,143 rows plus 15 columns, right? So if you have Excel in your system, you can still go ahead to open up the data set with your Excel. So I'll just open up my data set with my Excel and see the columns, right? So my Excel is not opening it. Let me see if I can open it with a higher version of Excel. So it's not opening it, but let me just work with my ChatGPT. So I'll say show first 10 rows and headings. So I want it to show me the first 10 rows and headings of the data set. So you see that it's trying to show me the first 10 rows. You get it. Add ID, reporting start, reporting end, campaign ID, every campaign ID, the age, the gender, the interest. So you see that it's showing me you see that. So now you know that yesterday I showed you how to get business, like the data set we use. The company was the one that gave us business insight, was gave us what we need to check out from the data set. But you see that today, nobody gave us anything that we need to check out from the data set. So we are the one to now tell the AI what insights and EDA, right? You see that it's already asking me, do you want me to proceed with exploratory data analysis, e.g. descriptive start, performance by gender, by age? So I'm going to ask him what insights. Okay, list possible insights and EDA we can obtain from this data set. So list possible insights, EDA, okay, business, let me put business insights. Business insight and EDA we can obtain from this data set. So you see, ChatGPT is telling me my question is excellent. My question is excellent. So show first 10 rules. This is my prompt. Let me send it to you. And another prompt, list what we can get from this. So you can just copy and paste. But you're supposed to be typing and using your own brain. But I just want to make this easy for you. All right, so let's see what ChatGPT is telling us. Is it total impression, click, spend, conversion per campaign? Because I'm using a Facebook ads data set, right? So on that data set, it says you can tell me the total impression, total clicks, how much you spent, and conversion by campaign and Facebook campaign ID. You can calculate click-through rate, right? For me, you can calculate cost per click for me. You can calculate CPA, cost per acquisition, that is how much the person spend and what is the return. Identify top performing and underperforming ROIs. Which campaigns bring the highest ROI per Naira spend? Oh, it's even a Naira campaign. Which ads are wasting budget, high spend or low conversion? Oh my God. Can you see that? Business insights. Business insight. 2, understand the audience group that perform best. Key analysis. Performance by age, performance by gender, combine age, gender for deeper insights. Can you see that? So targeting certain age, gender segment yields better engagement. Segments are costlier to convert. Number 3, interest targeting effectiveness. Evaluate which interest leads to better results. You see that? Evaluate which interest leads to better results. Users interested in tech and all of that, then interest, you see that these are good insights. Spend efficiency optimization. So goal, optimize spending for maximum conversion. So business is like beyond 5,000 daily budget, conversion plateau, reduce daily budget. So it's already tell me insights I can get from the data set. Would you like me to begin ED automatically with visualization? Right? Can you see that? It's already giving me insight. So let me take the insight I want. So first of all, which campaign brings the highest ROI? So this is the first insight I want. So I'll go to Notepad, online Notepad. I'll go to online Notepad. So first of all, see which campaigns bring the highest ROI. ROI, that's one insight I want. Which ads are wasting budgets? So I want to know which of the ads are wasting budget. You see that you that is doing digital marketing, running Facebook ad, you can use such data sets. You can get your data set of your Facebook ads to perform something like this, performance by age group. So I'll copy this one, performance by age group and gender. So I'll copy this one. I want to use this to derive questions. I want to use this to derive questions. So let me see another very good, interesting insights I can get from this data. Okay, evaluate which interest leads to better results. So this is another very good insight I can get from that data set. So I want to also understand what drives conversion. So I want to understand what drives conversion. Right? So if I can get those information, I will just be fine. Awesome. So now I'll go with the first question. So I'll go with the first question. Which campaign brings the highest ROI per naira spent? So let me enter the first question. So you see that? Perfect. Let's calculate which Facebook ad campaign delivers the highest return of investment per naira spent. So you see that Facebook is calculating that for me. You see the calculation Facebook is doing for me, and ChatGPT is doing for me. So would you like me to use 100 naira per approved conversion for ROI calculation? Use your own conversion value. So I'll just go with option one. I'll say one. So I'll say one. So you see, it's telling me that it seems I can't do more. It seems I can't do more work. If you want, I can still explain exactly how to calculate ROI per campaign manually or give you a Python code, right? I can still give you a Python code. You see that it's telling me you can give me a Python code, but I don't want us to go into Python like on this particular training. So what I will now do is that I will now switch to another ChatGPT. I will switch to another ChatGPT now. So let me come here now and I will go to a new ChatGPT. Right? I'll go to a new ChatGPT. So I'm going to go to a new ChatGPT. So once one ChatGPT is not giving you what you want, you can switch to another ChatGPT. Consider yourself a data analyst. So So I'll come here now and add define data. See, just clean up the data sets and wait for next instruction. And also, if ChatGPT tell you he cannot do more analysis here now, you can still prompt him to do the analysis for you. You can still prompt it, still tell him to do the analysis for you. So because network and high traffic might be able to make him not to, might be the cause why he may not be able to do that for you at that particular time. So you can still prompt him, right? You can still prompt him again. But me, I've moved already. Okay, still telling me since I can't do more advanced data analysis right now, please try again later. So now I have moved to, another, yes. A successfully loaded data that contains the following. Let me know if you would like me to specifically action perform. Next, I will clean the data set by handling missing values. So it has cleaned the data set for me. So I will now go to my question now. So let me ask him this question. So if you cannot do it here, I will know that that question is very advanced. So which campaigns bring the highest? So you see that it's trying to calculate. Okay, so it seems that there are some issues with the campaign ID values, likely because they contain non-numeric valid. Right? It appears that the ROI for campaign is coming up as none. So you see, that's why the reason it cannot actually do the calculation for us here, because the table and what we're asking him to calculate have some complexity. But because of this ChatGPT here is more advanced than that one, it's able to give us something. Here at the top campaign with the highest return. Campaign ID 916 with ROI of 0.54. You see that these campaigns are the most effective in terms of return of investment for each naira spent. Let me know if you like further analysis and insight. Yeah. So I cannot say plot a pie chart. Plot a pie chart to show this. You get it now? Add to the stage. Add to the stage. I'm going to add all of you left the stage back to the stage. Yes. So yes, awesome. So you see that it has plotted the chart for me. So this is not something I want to really go into much today because I already showed you this. So you can see that. You can see that. So I cannot say explain. So we'll be able to explain. You see that the campaign ID 916, this campaign has the highest return of investment, accounting for the last portion of the charts. This means that for every naira spent on this campaign, the return in terms of conversion is higher than the two other campaigns. You see that? So it has been able to tell me and give me that answer, right? So I will now go to question 2. I will just only answer 2 questions. So which ads are wasting budgets? So let me see which of the ads are wasting budgets. So now I will say which ads are wasting budgets. So I'll just refresh my ChatGPT here. I want to know which of my ad is wasting budget so that I can key that ad. I spend lower conversion. So I want to know. So it's calculating that for me again. You see that? Which of the ads is wasting my money? And you see that ad ID and this campaign spend this total conversion. Only one conversion. You see that management is wasting money. Then this same one spend 87, one conversion. See that number 2? Can you see that? These ads are relatively high spend, but have only resulted in a single conversion, leading to a high cost per action. These ads may be underperforming and potentially wasting budget, right? Plot a histogram for this. So yesterday we used bar chart, pie chart. So today I want to use histogram. So you can Google the kind of charts we have: pie chart, histogram. So you see that histograms, right? You see that that's plotted it for me. That's plotted the chart for me. Here's the histogram showing the distribution of cost per conversion for the ads. The axis, the x-axis represents the cost per conversion in Naira. So this is the x-axis, right? Cost per conversion in Naira. The y-axis represents the frequency. You got it now? So it has been able to answer those two questions for me. So this is how you can go ahead and, you can download data set from online. So any kind of data set that you need, you can actually get those data set online. You don't need to stress yourself where you need data set. That Kaggle has a lot of data set, right? So now I want to introduce you to another kind of AI that you can use for data analysis, and it's called Claude AI. It's called Claude AI. So Claude is spelled, I'm going to drop the link here. So you just go to Claude AI and you register. So just go to Claude AI. So just go to Claude AI and then you register on Claude AI, right? So I'm going to show you what you can do with Claude AI. Now, this is my Claude AI. I have registered. That's why I say good morning Adebayo. So all you need to do is just register on Claude AI. Just go to Claude AI, Claude.ai, you register, right? Now, let me show you what you can do with Claude AI. Claude AI can be used to analyze PDFs, documents, PDF reports, and all of that. So now, let me give you a short story. One day, I was doing a business with somebody, and I bought something, and I was paying small. So I think at the end of 3 months, I finished paying. And something happened. The person said that I did not pay correctly. And the person was showing me screenshots that I used to send him money, and we had an argument. So I approached my bank and I told them, can you give me a transaction history for this particular person I sent money to? The bank said they cannot give me, that they don't have access to such information. That the only thing they can give me is from so more to so more. That's why if you want to print your bank statement, we'll tell you bank statement from 1st of November to 31st of December. But let's say you have been doing business with Ajayi Adebayo and you say, give me transaction for only Ajayi Adebayo for this particular month. Bank will not be able to give you. That is where AI comes in. Right? That is where AI comes in. So you can just ask for the bank statement or print the bank statement from your online portal, and you can use Claude AI to analyze it. That's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to upload my statement. This is my customer statement, right? This is my statement, right? Now, I printed this statement from my account. So you can also do the same. Log into your internet banking and download your account statement for the past 6 months and analyze. So I'll just upload, I'll say analyze, right? I'll just say analyze. Right? Analyze. So you see what it's doing for me. Account overview is my period from September 1 to September 30. The account holder name is Ajayi Adebayo. My opening balance for that month is just 822 Naira. My closing balance is 63,000. Total money that came into my account for that month is 7.1 million. Total money I spent is 7,095,000. Net changes, I have 62,000. Now you can see apart from giving me those information, you see key insight, income, major categories here. Dockers using money point sent me 2,765,000. 3 large transactions of 1 million, 1 million, and 765K appears to be business training related. You see that I've been able to analyze that this person sent me this money. Number two, multiple transfer totaling 540,000 from this person. Then this business concept sent me 294,000. 6 transfers. Can you see that? So this guy sent me so and so amount. So that automatically solved the problem I just explained to you. That automatically solved the problem I just said to you. So Claude AI will be able to analyze my account and tell me how much and how many times I did a transfer to that particular person, which even your bank cannot do for you. So let's go ahead. Add awareness 290,000. Victor, you see that 2 payments for work and site. So you see that the major spending categories, domain and hosting, 650,000 across multiple transactions. Most frequent expenses, business team payments, September 8th. Can you see that? Large distribution day following 1 million. Payments ranging from 20,000 to 200,000 to multiple team members. Can you see that? It's explaining to me flexible savings. All my transactions, notable patterns, stamp duty charges, 50,000, 50 naira deducted on almost every inward transfer. Can you see that? Spend and save, automatic 10% savings feature on most outwards. High transaction volume, 400 transactions in 1 month. Right? I did 400 transactions in 1 month. So now it's telling me my business model appears to be digital marketing training, and because that is the account I use for my business mostly. Team structure, regular payment, a team of 10 to 15 people. Cash flow, 2 major capital injections, 1 million each of September 8 and 9. Financial health, consistent income from multiple sources. Automated 7 disciplines, growing disclosure balance. Can you see that? The area of note, very high transaction frequency, potential for confidential, large bonus payment immediately after receiving funds. Heavy reliance on a few major clients. This appears to be an active digital marketing training business with multiple revenue streams. Distributed team, right? So now I can come here and say all payment from this guy. Show me all transaction for this guy. Show me all transaction for this guy. Awesome. Can you see that? It's showing me all transactions. All transactions. Can you see that? All transactions and the date. On 13th of last month, this guy transferred me 49,000. Look at the description. Also from that transaction, they took 50 naira. On the 9th, on the 14th of the same month, which is the next day, he sent me another 49,000. On the 14th, the same day, he sent me, okay, this one was CBN bank stamp. He sent me another 49,000 CBN. You see that all the transactions I had from this guy. Can you see that? So, and it's telling me 6 transactions, 49K each, total receipt 294, duty stamp paid 300, net receipt 293. All payments are exactly 49,000. Payments came from even the bank and his account number. Concentrated in mid-September 13th to 17th with one final payment on October 1st. Can you see that? This is a good report. So let's say you work as an accountant, right? You can use this to analyze how much was spent in your company for a total month and a total year. Right? You can use this, right? So I want to also know how many payment came from, how many transactions from this guy. You see that all the transactions that came from Ads Wellness Center, he will list all the transactions for me. 5 transactions. Payment amount 40K, 40K, 20K, 50K, 50K. Total receipt 300K. Total stamp duty 250K. Net receipt 299K. Right? All payments came via MoneyPoint account. You see that all payments came from MoneyPoint account. Largest single payment was 120,000 and it was on the 15th. It was on the 15th. This is another regular client making payment for services contributing good. You see that now? So write a final recommendation on this account usage. So I want him to give me a final recommendation on this account usage so I can present to management that we spend so and so amount on so person sent us so amount. You get it now? Financial analysis and recommendation. The account name for the period. You see that? Diversity stream, multiple clients, reducing dependency risk, positive cash flow, net gain, savings discipline, automated savings mechanism in one place. You see that? Growing business, 7.1 million plus one monthly revenue indicates active operation. You see that? So I can present it to management that, okay, this month we made 7.1 million. It means that we are making money. Team management, regular payments to team members showing organizational structure. You see that? Excessive transaction frequency, 400 plus transactions in 30 days, 13 plus per day. So in a day, this account does 13 plus transactions, resulting in 250 in stamp duty. So you see that in a day, we are paying 250 naira for only stamp duty. High community load tracking this volume, increased error risk and reconciliation challenge, poor cash flow, multiple instances of account dropping under 1,000 naira, receiving large sum 1 million plus, then immediately disbursing. So you see that we receive 1 million plus, immediately we receive that 1 million plus, we immediately disburse it. No cash reserve buffer maintained. The account receives a lot of money, but we are not saving. So high priority recommendation, immediately action within 7 days, establish minimum balance policy. You see that maintain 50,000 minimum balance. So it's advising us for we to keep this account healthy. We need to maintain 50,000 minimum balance. Create emergency buffer, consolidate payment schedule, right? Batch weekly repayment. You can see all of that. Short-term action within 30 days, implement payment threshold. You see the analysis. Review client payments. And you see all that specific red flags. Receive 2 million in 2 days from Dockers, immediately distributed 920K in bonuses. So immediately we receive 2 million, we spend 920K. Is this legitimate business revenue of fund circulation? Are bonuses properly documented for tax purposes? Why immediate disbursement without reserves? Domain name expenses, 650K to single recipient for domains. You see that we spent 650,000 naira in September buying only domain name, and all that money went into one person's account. Oh my God. Let me add it to the stage. Mute yourself, mute yourself, mute yourself. Can you see that? Flexible savings volatility, revenue optimization, consider tax compliance, withholding tax, large shipment received, VAT received revenues, expense documentation, payroll taxes, recommendation, engage qualifier accountant for Q2025 tax plan. So you can see that 90-day action plan is giving me 90-day action plan. So at the end of the day, I can share this report, right? I can make it a public or I can make it a private. So I've made it a public, I can copy it and I can now send this report to management. So I can send this report to management to now check. So this is the report. send it to management. So I'll just open a report, another browser, and check how it look where management is going to see the report. So when I open a report in another browser, let's say I've shared that report with management, and you see that it's going to appear like this. It's going to appear like this. Can you see the report? It's going to appear like this. It's going to appear like this. With that. Right? So you can see all of the analysis. Add anywhere name transaction. You can see all of them here. You can see all of them here. So think of any data analysis project. This can do it for you, right? This can do it for you, right? So I'm gonna give you an assignment now. Again, I'm gonna give you an assignment again. So download a cargo data set for Toyota series. Right, data set for Toyota series, right? And analyze and show what model sells more in Africa and Nigeria. If we have that in the data set. Also, download health data set for COVID-19. COVID-19. Analyze which countries were the most affected, right? Less affected. Numbers of deaths, right? etc. And any insights you can get from the data set. So this is an assignment that you guys are going to do for me, right? You're going to do this assignment for me. You're going to do this assignment for me. These two assignments, right? Download the cargo data set for Toyota sales and analyze and show what model sells more in Africa and Nigeria. Also download health data set for COVID-19, analyze which countries were the most affected, less affected, number of deaths, etc. And any insights you can get from the data sets. Right. So please, you need to go ahead and make sure you do that assignment, right? And with that, we have concluded the training on data analysis. So we now want to now move to remote work. Remote work. How can you, right? How can you position yourself to get remote work? And what is remote work? Right? What is remote work and how can you position yourself to get remote work? So let me upload the document for you for that presentation. I'm going to upload a document to you, remote job opportunities. Right? So I'm going to upload that document to you. You can go through that document and I'm just going to open up that document and do a presentation for it for you guys. So now Guide to remote work opportunities, a pathway to flexibility and career growth. Right? So remote work is no longer a trend, it's a transformative shift in the global job market. By 2023, 60% of global companies have fully adopted remote operation with a forecasted 70% of workers projected to work remotely at least 5 days a month by 2025. So remote job offers flexibility, cost savings, and access to opportunities worldwide. This guide will explore popular remote professions, steps to break into them, and how remote work can enhance your career. So, what are remote professions? Remote roles span diverse industry, catering to different skill level and career aspiration. Right? So, the roles: software developer, data scientist, cloud engineer, cybersecurity specialist. Right? Market outlook: the tech industry has been at the forefront of remote work adoption. 80% tech professionals reporting opinion to work remotely. So you can see that if you are a tech enthusiast person, you are already, you know, you're already in the roadmap to getting a remote job. And getting a remote job, you can do data analysis as a remote job person. You can do virtual assistant with benefits. So this already is a good one for you. This already is a good one for you. So I can even ask ChatGPT about this. So I can paste this. Oh, it's not giving me. So let me put it on my notepad and see. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's not giving me. So, uh, how can I get remote jobs to work with Microsoft? Right. So you can go ahead and ask ChatGPT these critical questions. Ask ChatGPT these critical questions. Because from our PDF now, from our course, we have seen that okay, getting a remote job with Microsoft tailored to your situation in Nigeria. Browse Microsoft career site. You see that. So if you want to get Microsoft remote job, you have to go to their Microsoft career site. You see that he has taken me to Microsoft career site. He has taken me to their career site. Right? Make sure you meet any location residency requirement listed in the job post. So are there job posts right here? Work sites, life at work, hiring. So hiring, culture, benefit. So you can actually go to the hiring page. Um, you can actually browse through and see interviews, application review. You can see that there are a lot of information. Explore open jobs, explore open jobs, and you can actually take your time to go through all of these. You can go to their programs, right? Okay, hiring tips, okay, location. So they have Europe, let me see, here Africa, Europe, Greater China, India, Latin America. So even if you don't have Africa, you can still go through, right? So tailor your resume and LinkedIn profile. Tailor your resume and LinkedIn profile. So this is one aspect of remote work that you must not take for granted. For you to start working remotely, you must have a resume, right? You must have a resume and a LinkedIn profile. So for those of you who are taking this training and you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you need to go to linkedin.com and create a profile. You cannot be successful in remote job without a LinkedIn profile. So just go to LinkedIn to work remotely. The first thing is that you need a LinkedIn profile. Okay, someone is asking, I have a question on data analysis. What is the professional number of pages for data analysis? At least 5 pages. At least 5 pages, right? So now to work to get remote jobs, you must, right, have number one, have a LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you need to go ahead and create a LinkedIn profile. Number two, resume. You must prepare a resume, right? So let me go to my LinkedIn profile. So you see my LinkedIn profile. So if you see my LinkedIn profile here, now if I come to me and I go to post an activity, right? If I come to post an activity, you see my post on LinkedIn, right? You see my post, it already have 18 comments, right? You see my post on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a place where you have to appear professional. It's not like Facebook, right? It's not like Facebook. LinkedIn is not like Facebook. You have to appear in LinkedIn professionally. You need to have a profile picture that shows your face, right? You need to have a profile picture that shows your face, and you can do that with any picture that you have. So how do you do that? So first of all, I'll go to Germany, right? I'll go to Germany. Just use your camera to snap yourself. Use your camera to snap yourself. Once you have snapped yourself, just go to Germany and upload any picture of you. So let me see if I have any picture of me right here. Download. Let me see if I have any picture of me. So you don't need to go to studio. It is before, if it was before now, that I would not say, go to studio and go and take. No, you don't need to go to studio. Just upload any picture of you, upload it to Germany. I'm not seeing any picture of me. So I'm not okay. These are some pictures of me. Good. So these are some pictures of me, right? So these are pictures of me. I say maintaining my facial, my facial outlook, generate a headshot for LinkedIn for use in LinkedIn profile, right? So I want him to use any picture that I have and generate a headshot for me that I can use for my LinkedIn profile. So you don't actually need to go to the studio to to get that done. So generate the image for me. Let's see what it's going to generate for me. Awesome. Can you see that? Awesome. Awesome. So I can download it. I can download it. You can see that. I can download it. Awesome picture. You can see that. Awesome picture. So you need to use a picture with a headshot on your LinkedIn profile. So you can now go ahead and use this kind of headshot. Then you can use Canva to design. So this class is not a Canva class, but I'll just talk about it. You can now use Canva to design a LinkedIn banner, right? You can now use Canva. So can I say LinkedIn, LinkedIn banner, right? So just search for LinkedIn banner in Canva. Search for LinkedIn banner in Canva, and you are going to see some
Sure. Question. One, one, five, Q, F, O, multiply, U, L,
Okay.
Lots of boxes.
But we can't hear anything. Oh, I don't know if you can hear me, sir. You are typing. You can't really hear. The screen is moving and it's like you're working already or you're teaching. I don't know.
Okay. I think I need to add myself to the stage as well. Can you hear me now? Yes, you should be able to hear me now. Please, there's somebody there who is making noise on the background. There's somebody there who is making noise on the background. Please, there's somebody there who is making noise on the background. Can you hear me now? I believe you can hear me now. I believe you guys can hear me now. So I was talking about CV. Now that we know where to get job from, so concentrate on we work remotely and remote.co, right? We work remotely and remote.co. We work remotely and remote.co. Yes. You don't need to use all of the job portals out there to get job. So concentrate on we work remotely and remote.co. Now I want to go into CV writing now because this is a very, very important. I've talked about where to get remote job. I've talked about LinkedIn, how you can optimize your LinkedIn. And don't start applying for job if you don't have at least 10 good posts on your LinkedIn profile. Please. 10 good posts. So that is to say, in the next 10 days, you need to start working on your LinkedIn profile and appear professional before you start applying for jobs. Don't finish this training and start applying for jobs. First of all, optimize your LinkedIn profile, design your LinkedIn profile. I just showed you an example of my LinkedIn profile. Go to my LinkedIn profile. Let me come here and send it to you so that all of you can go and follow me on LinkedIn. I'm going to post an activity. So as long as you use Facebook, you will know how to use LinkedIn. It's very easy, right? So this is my LinkedIn profile. That's my LinkedIn profile. So optimize your LinkedIn and start posting on your LinkedIn. So now let's move ahead to CV. So just come to Canva and type CV. Look for a free CV template like this one. Look at this CV template. It's free. Then click on customize. Click on customize. So you can see this is a professional CV template. All those CV that you go and do and you put your picture, all are black black. They are nonsense. Don't do such CV. Look at this CV template. This is a professional CV template. And there is nothing bad if your CV is only one page. Your CV must not have, in fact, if your CV is too long, don't allow it more than 2 pages. Don't allow your CV be more than 2 pages. Is that okay? So if your name is Ajayi Adebayo, so all you need to do is just edit this and say Ajayi Adebayo. And you see that? You come here, you edit to your, you come here, you edit and put your address, right? You put your information. So your summary and your work experience, your summary. So you can go to ChatGPT and say, write a CV summary for me as a data analyst. You see that? Write a CV summary for me as a data analyst. And you see that? Result driven data analyst with strong passion. You got it now? So I don't need all those many ones. I'll just copy this one. I'll just copy this one and I will come here and paste it here. Result driven data analyst with a strong passion for turning raw data into clear, actionable business insight. Skill in data cleaning, visualization, and storytelling using tools such as Excel. So I can remove all of this one if I don't. And artificial intelligence. Right? Artificial intelligence. I enjoy uncovering trends that drive smarter decisions in marketing, sales, and operations. Then another thing you also need to do is that if, for example, a company you want to work for, they are look at it now about the role. We are partnering a fast-growing company that's going to be a TikTok shop manager, right? Look at the requirements. You'll be a great fit if you are. Look at the benefits, right? So you can come here now about the role and copy everything about this role and take it to ChatGPT. Look at it now. Copy it to ChatGPT. Copy it to ChatGPT. You see that now? And paste it here. Based on this role, write me a professional CV to make me get this job. So you can even come here and say emphasize on summary, work experience, education, and additional information. So emphasize on summary, job role, experience, skill, education. If our education is not even important when it comes to online jobs. So give it to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is going to craft using that um, business requirement. Can you see what ChatGPT is doing? Professional summary. Can you see that? Job role. Can you see that? So you can always, that is why when I was in the UK, for every job that you apply for in the UK, you don't use one CV. You do exactly what I just told you now. because it is AI that is going to scan your CV. If what they have mentioned in the job role is not in your CV, once the AI is scanning your CV and is not seeing anything related to what they have advertised, it will pass you and you will not get the interviewer to mark your CV for human eyes. So you need to copy the job role, the requirement, and everything, put it to ChatGPT, and tell ChatGPT to tailor your CV to that. So when ChatGPT now do it, you now start copying what you have in ChatGPT. Don't just do lazy work and print like that. So I can now come here and copy this and use this as my professional summary. Can you see that? I can now use this as my professional summary. So let me move this one down. So you can always move anything down. I'll move this one down. So you have to move them. You have to move them. You will do all this when you are doing the document. So you see that. So you see that creative and data driven digital marketing and TikTok channel manager. You will do all this when you are doing the document. So you see that. So you see that creative and data driven digital marketing and TikTok channel manager. I'm hearing myself. Not like that. Let me add it here to the stage. So this is the way to write professional CV. So you bring it, you put it here, the work experience, you go to ChatGPT again, you see that your job role, you see that role, responsibility, manage and optimize TikTok, executive TikTok shop promotion, engage and nurture, digital optimize Gmail. You see that digital marketing professional. So you now do professional experience. You now arrange all of them, professional experience, education, now arrange all of them like that in your CV. You can always tailor your CV to any job if you have the strength. But the problem is that people are always lazy. When they just see job role, they want to apply, they just upload their CV. See, if you apply for 1,000 job and you apply wrongly, you will not get the 1,000 job. I repeat, if you apply for 1,000 job and you applied wrongly, you will not get an invite or a mail for any of the 1,000 jobs. But if you apply for 10 jobs and you applied rightly using the tactics I just showed you, putting the keywords of those jobs that they put there inside your CV, if you apply for 10, you will get 2 who will write you and probably book you for an interview. That is the way to write CV. That is the best form to write CV. So just use Canva. Canva already have template. You see all those complicated CV where you have your picture, where you have too many designs. Let me show you one complicated CV. I want to show you one complicated CV. You see, like all these CV now, they are nonsense. Look at this CV. Look at this CV. Just look at this CV now. This is a nonsense CV. If you give me this kind of CV as an employer, I will never take it. You see that this CV is too fine. CV is not supposed to be fine. You see that this is a nonsense CV. Let me show you another nonsense CV. This one is absolutely nonsense. Many of those CVs you have seen here is nonsense. This is another good CV. Look at this CV. This is another very good CV. Yes, this is another very good CV. You can see that all the headlines are well spelled out. This is another good CV. Chemical engineer, then you put your address, your work experience, your skill, your education, your interests. You can replace all of this with the most relevant things that ChatGPT has given to you. This is also another very good CV. Very good CV. Let me see if we see another good CV. All of these are nonsense CV. Look at this. Nonsense. Look at this CV. This is a very good CV. Don't allow your CV to be complicated. Look at this CV. This is a very professional CV. So let me bold this. Very professional CV. So if you can even maintain one page in your CV, maintain it. Maintain one page. It's only in Nigeria that you will write CV and you write 100 pages. Most of the job you will be getting are international job. They will not give you job if you have such a CV. maintain one page. So just come here, replace professional experience, tell ChatGPT to write it for you, list, bam, you put it, your projects, you put it, you can even talk about your project here that you have analyzed data set of BMW, Facebook ad, Nigeria Retail Say, Webby Technologies. You can put it there. And you can always use me as a reference for jobs. I will gladly give you reference. Even if you need an international reference that you have worked with an international company, you can let me know. I can give you international reference. I can give you international reference. Notable one that they will send email to and they will tell them that you have worked with them. I can help you with all of that. Right? So most of these CV here you see here, they are nonsense. As beautiful as they are nonsense. So concentrate on CVs like this. Right? This is a good CV, this is a good CV, this is also another good CV. This is also another good CV. So I'm going to show you the CV that my wife used to get a job in the UK. I'm going to show you my wife's CV now. Yeah, this is also another very good CV, another good one, right? So let me show you my wife's CV. This is the CV that my wife used to get a job in the UK. Let me show you my wife's CV. Let me see. Okay, no, not this. Oh, okay, no, my window. You can see my wife's CV, social carer. This is my wife's CV. Can you see that? Very straight to the point, one page. You see that? Compassionate and highly motivated as adult carer with over 5 years of experience delivering high quality person-centered care in resident and community settings, skilled in providing night care, personal assistance, emotional support to vulnerable adults, promoting dignity, independence, and well-being, excellent communication, adaptability, teamwork, skills with proving ability to work. All of these are inside most of the job that she applied for. You see, skill, night care and rota-based work flexibility, strong organization and time management skill, exceptional communication and interpersonal skill, compassionate and patient-focused approach, knowledge of dementia and end-of-life care, ability to work independent as part of a team. So this is my wife's CV. Professional experience, Alpha Healthcare, UK, adult social carer. You see that? Educational certification, School of Health Technology, Diploma in Environmental Technology, Benin City, School of Health Technology, HND Environmental Technology, Benin City, Certificate in Adult Care, Introduction to First Aid, Certificate in Healthcare Support. Strength, listen to patients' concern. You see that? That's it. So, in the area of certificate, once we issue you your certificate, we are going to be issuing you a certificate on this training, and the certificate is free, right? The certificate is free. So, I'm going to send you a link to apply for your certificate for this training right now, right? So, this is the link to apply for this certificate for this training. So, when they ask you for payment, you see where they will ask you to upload payment. Upload the payment receipt that you use in paying for this training, right? Upload the payment receipt that you use in paying for this training. Then we are going to process your certificate and we will send you your certificate. Our certificate has also tracking number. It's going to come with a tracking number that, once employers enter the tracking number, they'll be able to track your certificate and know that you are giving a very valid certificate. So we have been able to cover how to use AI to analyze data, get data set from Cargo, analyze the data, analyze financial data using Claude AI, use Gemini to package your picture, and use ChatGPT to package your CV, and then package your LinkedIn profile, and then work and find job using remotely remote.co and we work remotely. Yes. So, guys, that is the end of this training, and I want to wish you success in all your endeavors. If you have questions, please drop them on the chat, and I will. It's like the chat. I don't know if the chat is even, because I'm not seeing any comment. It's like the chat is locked. Let me see if the chat is group permission. No wonder the chat has been logged. No wonder there has not been any conversation on the chat. So I've opened the chat. You can drop your questions on the chat. Yes, you can drop your questions on the chat. I've just opened the chat, right? Just open the chat. You can drop your questions on the chat. All right, guys. So this is already after 9, and that is the end of this training. So if you have any question, you can ask me your question right now, please. Ask me your question. We only have 2 people who are remaining in the class, Austin and Sayaba. All right, guys. Thank you. Drop your questions on the chat box or drop your questions on the WhatsApp group, and I will answer your questions for you. So thank you for listening, and God bless you, and I wish you success in your endeavors.